The Christmasaurus. Santa and his reindeer live as north as you can go, a place that's full of magic and quite a lot of snow. But Santa and his reindeer do not live there on their own. There's a special dinosaur that also calls it home. He is the Christmasaurus, and he's one of a kind. No matter where you look, he'll be the only one you'll find. The Christmasaurus had a wish that someday he might fly and pull the sleigh on Christmas Eve across the winter sky.
"I'll train you," Santa bellowed. "I can show you how it's done. And now that I'm your teacher, let's begin with lesson 1. First, you'll need to gobble up this flying reindeer food. It's sure to help a dino reach a higher altitude."
The Christmasaurus munched, then jumped toward the northern lights. But in a flash of blue, he crashed headfirst into the ice. Santa scratched his fluffy beard.
"Well, that's a shame," he said. "I need to leave. It's Christmas Eve, and the children are in bed." "But not to worry," Santa smiled. "No need to look so blue. We'll try again next Christmas, when I'll teach you lesson 2.
Spring turned into summer, and autumn whizzed right by. Then it was Christmas once again, and time to try to fly.
You need to think a happy thought, like Christmas fairies do. If happy thoughts can work for them, I bet they'll work for you."
So Christmasaurus thought of fluffy clouds upon his scales, but happy thoughts don't always end like Christmas fairy tales.
"Ho, ho, no! That didn't work," Santa said with a sigh. "And I'm afraid it's Christmas Eve, so time for me to fly."
And with the sleigh packed full of toys to leave beneath the tree,
he said, "We'll try next Christmas, when it's time for lesson 3.
Flowers bloomed and sunshine beamed, and leaves turned brown and fell. The smell of Christmas filled the air to the sound of jingle bells.
"We've made you wings," sang Santa. "They are sure to help you fly. Just flap them like a bird, and you will soar across the sky."
The Christmasaurus closed his eyes and flapped with all his might. But even Santa's gift of wings could not make him take flight. So he roared a little cry and shed a frozen tear. He had to wait for lesson 4 and try again next year. But as the elves were loading up all the toys upon the sleigh, an idea popped into Santa's brain and wouldn't go away.
"Christmasaurus, why not come along tonight? While I deliver Christmas presents, you can feel the thrill of flight."
Without a second thought, the Christmasaurus climbed aboard, and with their dino passenger into the sky they soared. Flying in the sleigh was even better than he dreamt, and house by house he watched as down the chimney Santa went.
"Stay in the sleigh," warned Santa. "Now you mustn't go exploring. Wait here until you hear the presents for the children inside snoring."
Christmasaurus didn't listen. Christmasaurus didn't stay. He fell into the chimney, and then Santa flew away. His
"Ho, ho, ho"
got quieter the higher that they climbed, not realizing that Christmasaurus had been left behind. Inside the house was quiet, but not everyone was sleeping, for through the twinkling Christmas lights, a little boy was peeping. He saw the most amazing sight a child could hope to see, a living, breathing dinosaur next to the Christmas tree. He watched the Christmasaurus staring sadly at the sky and understood this dinosaur was wishing it could fly. "Hello? Are you lost?" he asked the prehistoric creature. "If you want to fly, maybe I could be your teacher." "You don't need magic food or wings or even happy thoughts. In fact, I'm not sure flying is a thing that can be taught. Santa's reindeer only fly if kids like me believe. So if your dream is flying, maybe I'm the thing you need." Midnight came, and Christmas Eve turned into Christmas Day. The boy made reins from Christmas lights. His wheelchair was the sleigh. He started to believe perhaps this dinosaur could fly. And just like that, the two of them took off into the sky. They flew high over rooftops and the sleepy streets below to a place that's full of magic and quite a lot of snow. They laughed and sang for hours in the North Pole's glistening glow, but morning was approaching and that boy would need to go.
Then Santa said, "The magic doesn't end on Christmas Day. For someone who believes, they're always just a wish away."
They climbed aboard the sleigh, and all the reindeer took their places. The elves waved them goodbye with looks of joy upon their faces, and with a smile the roaring Christmasaurus led the way. The boy had made his wish come true, pulling Santa's sleigh. And so the Christmasaurus and his brand new human friend shared a magic Christmas that they wish would never end. But the best thing about Christmas is, as each one fades away, you're always getting closer to another Christmas day. Thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow for another story.